The Jade Giant, also known as the Incredible Hulk, is often referred to as the strongest there is, outclassing just about everyone who has come to face him. The military, the Avengers, and the population of the world alike all live in fear that the Hulk may lose control and ravage the surrounding landscape on one of his many infamous rampages. This manhunt has defined the career of General Ross, as well as driven Bruce Banner to living his life in hiding and on the run, relentlessly pursued day and night. But while the Hulk is shown to be incredibly powerful and incredibly durable throughout his time, what is his strongest known form to date? What was the peak of the Hulk's inherent strength? How strong can the Hulk truly get? And what kind of feats was he able to accomplish at the absolute pinnacle of his powers? Well, stick with us today, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse, and let's explore a being commonly referred to as Entropy Hulk, who is arguably the single strongest iteration of the Jade Giant that we've seen so far to date in all of the comic material. Cover the story of how he came to be so, and how some of his most impressive feats during this era came to be. Today, we will be breaking down the strongest iteration of the Hulk. Entropy Hulk, otherwise known as the Breaker of Worlds, started as the common story that we are all familiar with, that being the conflicted duality between the Hulk and Bruce Banner. Not only to be confused with the Hulk's World Breaker form, the Breaker of Worlds has since been transcended into the mortal plane and crossed the threshold into the cosmic state as the ninth physical embodiment of destruction in Marvel Comics. After destroying the consciousness of Bruce Banner, the One Below All took control of the Hulk's body for the latter portion of the 8th cosmos. For 2 billion years, the One Below All piloted the Hulk's incredible powerful body, but for all of this time, he only continued to collect his power, and more of it. He was able to kill the likes of Franklin Richards, Galactus, and Mr. Immortal throughout the remainder of the 8th cosmos, and when this universe was ready to reform, he was offered a place as a new being among the 9th cosmos. This iteration of Hulk could have become one of the first core entities of a brand new universe, which is an honor only a select few have ever been offered. Entropy Hulk had amassed enough power that he was approached by the sentience of the universe on the cusp of reincarnation, and was offered a place when the 9th cosmos ultimately began, illustrating just how much cosmic notoriety he had gained over the course of 2 billion years. Though it's important to note that the sentience of the universe was under the misimpression that Bruce Banner was still at the helm of the Hulk, not knowing that the One Below All had been responsible for billions of years of calamity. After getting too close, the One Below All devoured the sentience of the universe and restored Bruce Banner back to control over the Hulk body. But the power amassed under the One Below All was still intact with the Hulk. This created not just a brand new being, but a new type of being, as the Hulk had now graduated to a cosmic level, existing beyond comprehension and assuming a role similar to the likes of Galactus, the Celestials, and other elders of the universe. But while beings such as Galactus traversed the galaxies of the universe in search of worlds to devour, Entropy Hulk sought worlds to destroy on his course of cosmic rampage. Hulk was also not limited to the same shortcomings as Galactus was, who, while immensely powerful, still had weaknesses of his own. It's important to remember that Galactus only destroys worlds because he is actively feeding to maintain his own life, draining the life forces of entire planets in order to nourish himself. Galactus does not feel any sense of guilt or remorse, but he also doesn't feel any sense of compulsion or inherent desire to destroy planets for a personal reason. The Hulk, however, still possesses a tether to the One Below All, who actively feeds into the Hulk's power. This means that Entropy Hulk has access to a nigh limitless source of power and energy, and he does not destroy through the same necessity as Galactus, who is forced to if he wishes to survive. Hulk, though, does so out of other means. Entropy Hulk ravages worlds simply because he can, and it also means that there is effectively no way to kill Entropy Hulk so long he is the connection between the latent gamma radiation which exists in the atmosphere of the very galaxy itself. This cosmic gamma radiation continues to reinvigorate the Hulk, rendering him for all intents and purposes, completely immortal. For 10 billion years, the Hulk drifted the cosmos, destroying entire planets and solar systems in an afternoon, before embarking on his own conquest elsewhere within the web of existence. The Hulk was no longer challenged, nor could he be stopped or even confronted in any substantial sense during this era. For reference, the entire lifespan of the known universe had been estimated to be just under 14 billion years, meaning the entirety of existence as we know it is barely older than Entropy Hulk's reign of terror. If we are to take this account of the 2 billion years that the One Below All was in control, in addition to the Breaker of Worlds Hulk form, then that means Entropy Hulk has existed for 12 billion years. Not only can this not be comprehended, but it means that he has lived for almost half of the universe's lifetime. No civilization was safe anywhere within the confines of the universe, and it was only a matter of time before Entropy Hulk found every individual civilization in the universe and ultimately decided to destroy it. Eventually, Hulk was able to annihilate most of life in the universe, rendering the whole of existence nothing more than a barren wasteland of calamity and destruction. He was single-handedly able to stamp out the flame of life itself, destroying the very concept of a living entity in the process. Thanos was once able to wipe out half of all life in the universe, but he needed the inherent power of the Infinity Stones in order to do so. Celestials judge and destroy planets on the regular, and Galactus spends his time drifting across the universe and consuming entire worlds. Yet, it can be easily argued that this iteration of Entropy Hulk can stand on the same level as the likes of the Beyonders or the Living Tribunal, who is subservient only to the One Above All, and stands head and shoulders above any other iteration of the Incredible Hulk that we've seen to date in Marvel Comics. But anyway, my friends, what do you think of the most powerful version of the Hulk by far, in Entropy Hulk? Do you believe that this is the strongest iteration of the character and strongest version of the Hulk that has ever existed? Or do you think that we got our analysis wrong and that there is another Hulk out there with more inherent power? As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching and continuing to support the channel. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.